We've all heard the usual complaints about Spider-Man 3, from Sandman being completely pointless and ruining some continuity, and Venom having 5 minutes on screen, and, worst of all, emo Peter Parker, but I'm not even going to get into those. I noticed another problem with the third movie, and I didn't realize this until I listened to the entire score. Now, this is not an attack on Christopher Young. I did enjoy the score. The black suit theme seemed perfect, and Venom's theme was kind of chilling. But Christopher Young didn't really use an important theme that Danny Elfman made in the first two movies. He used it, but only twice. And this is the responsibility theme. And if you don't know this piece of music by name, I'll play a little reminder for you. That was the responsibility theme. Danny Elfman established this as a very important theme in the movie, as it kept on constantly playing over and over, like when Peter first decides to start to fight crime. And it came up in a very powerful, somber kind of way when Peter defeated Norman Osborn. And one last time in the bittersweet ending. That was a theme that I walked out of the theater humming. I loved that music, and Danny Elfman really made it seem very important to Peter Parker's character. So then, 2 years later, Spider-Man 2 came along, and Elfman was still scoring the films, and as the main credits started with the familiar theme, it ended just as the first one did, with the responsibility theme. And as Uncle Ben was the one to teach Peter that with great power comes great responsibility, Elfman made the responsibility theme play in a grandiose way when Peter's having flashbacks to Uncle Ben, and he decides to give up responsibility of being Spider-Man. And after the train sequence, the theme is brought back, and I honestly don't know how to describe it, but it's one of my favorite versions of the theme. And the movie concluded with one of the best final scenes in any superhero movie, and musically, Danny Elfman mirrored the ending of the first movie almost perfectly, but with a slight variation, but still using the responsibility theme. ending was perfect for Spider-Man 2, but it was going to be a long wait until the third movie. And in that wait, Danny Elfman, Sam Raimi didn't exactly see it eye to eye, and Danny Elfman left. So Christopher Young was brought into the score, and finally Spider-Man 3 was released. And as lights dimmed, the familiar opening credits started. And it was all set for the responsibility theme. Notice anything missing? Yeah. So, Christopher Young almost completely dropped the responsibility theme, something that gave so much power to the first two movies. The theme didn't show up until pretty much almost the end of the movie, where Peter has finally washed the eyeliner off his eyes, brushed his hair up. No, I promised I wouldn't be getting into that. It finally plays when Peter sees the violence going on TV, and he decides to do something about it. And you know, the thing is, I really liked the way that sounded, but Christopher Young waited until now to use it. So the battle happens, Harry's mortally wounded, and now is the time where Christopher Young uses the responsibility theme for its second and final appearance in Spider-Man 3. And that sounded pretty nice too. But in the end, Christopher Young used the theme only twice in the entire movie. And the last sequence, instead of using the responsibility theme, he just tapers off with Peter and Mary Jane's theme. And, you know, some people might say that it was a different mood of the movie, so it needed to end differently, but that's not true. A YouTube user named LuckyLouie16 was able to re-edit the ending to add in the responsibility theme, and he really makes it feel like a real Spider-Man movie. And really, watching it, that is how the movie should have ended. So I recommend them highly. The direct links are right in the box right there. So please watch those, and thank you for watching mine. And I hope I enlightened you more about the very important responsibility theme of Spider-Man.